Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. Today we are playing some Marvel Champions, and we're going to be playing a game in the Solo Champions League. This will be Season 14, Round 5. So, this is an interesting one because it's got some deck building restrictions, along with changing up the modulars for the villain. So to give you some background, I've been playing this season as Web Warriors. And down to this final round, I'm restricted only using Spider-Ham. Oh no. One of the most powerful heroes in the game. What a terrible predicament I'm in. But there are some deck building restrictions to that. So I could use any of the aspects. I wanted to. Has to be on Expert. But I'm restricted from using anything with the Avengers trait and no cards are requiring your faction trait, so I can't actually use any Web Warrior cards in the deck. It says at least 3 cards with one of the other faction's traits. So in this particular case, there are 3 Champions cards, so we've got those in there instead. As far as the scenario goes, it is Mysterio, but with the modulars of Symbiotic Strength and Personal Nightmare. So we'll go over that first. We're playing on Expert, of course. We have Mysterio on stage 2. He's got 17 health. When revealed, in player order, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into each player's deck. So we'll do that in a moment after we do our introduction here and we actually start the game. We'll mix one in. Creeping Fear, forced response. After you resolve a boost card during Mysterio's activation, place that card on the bottom of your deck if it has the illusion trait. And he has a scheme of 2 and attack of 2. And as I said, 17 health. He's got a 2-stage scheme. Threshold of 8, Maze of Mirrors. As part of the setup, we have a Shifting Apparition has come out. Forced Interrupt, when you would draw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself as a face-down encounter card, and then draw 1 card. Starts on 2, climbs by 1 each turn. And the Shifting Apparition has a scheme of 1, attack of 1, has guard, has 1 health. When defeated, if this minion was defeated with excess damage, the defeating player shuffles the top card of the encounter deck into their deck. So we know with Mysterio we're going to be filling up with a lot of the encounter cards, and there could be some really big bad turns in which we have a lot of his cards showing up. And hopefully we can avoid that as best as possible. So, for Spider-Ham, starts on 12 health. On his Peter Porker side, he has a massive recovery of 5. He's a cartoon civilian. Cartoon power response: after you make a basic recovery, place 1 toon counter on Peter Porker. On his hero side, we have 2 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense. Cartoon, Web Warrior. Each toon counter on Spider-Ham can be spent as if it were a wildcard resource. Spider Nonsense response: after Spider-Ham takes any amount of damage, place 1 toon counter on him. So I went on to the World Champions database, and somebody had actually put together what seemed like a pretty solid protection deck to work with Peter. I made some modifications. There were 2 cards in it, 2 team building exercises that made no sense because the only ally that shares one of Spider-Ham's traits is Captain America. So it's kind of a waste. So I swapped them out for some additional cards. So as I said, it's protection. So for our allies, we have Starhawk, Nova. We've got for our events 2 copies of Defiance, 2 copies of Jump Flip, 3 copies of What Doesn't Kill Me. I replaced the team building exercise with Flow Like Water and Electrostatic Armor. And then we have 3 copies of Energy Barrier and Power Protection. So these work pretty well because they only prevent 1 damage at a time, still allowing some damage to go through to Spider-Ham so he can build up a lot of his counters. For our basic cards, we have Vivian, Nick Fury, Ironheart, Spider-Man, and again, not a Web Warrior, Champion in the first, Miles Morales, for some good burst damage or thwart. Endurance, get those extra hit points. Downtime to boost his already massive recovery. and energy, strength, and genius. So we're going to get shuffled up. We'll add in the encounter card into our deck, and we'll be right back with Spider-Ham versus Mysterio. Alright, we're back. We're shuffled up and ready to go. We have our starting 6 cards. Just to point out, we have this extra counter out here that's tracking our turns, because that's part of the Solo Champions League, the whole point. And I'll link, of course, in the description below to the league information. Basically, you're trying to see how quickly you can defeat the villain with as little threat remaining, with as much health. Basically maximizing your game. So this is tracking how quickly we win or lose. Hopefully win. We play 3 games of these and submit all the results, so you don't have a weird outlier of one really bad game. So this is the first game of the 3 that I'm playing. I figured I would record it just lined up with the time that I need to create some more content. So for our starting cards, we have Endurance, Genius, Ironheart, Ham It Up, Captain America, and Petulant Pig. Okay. All these actually are pretty good for us. Really like getting Petulant Pig already. Ham It Up I don't really need, so we're going to get rid of that. I have a jump flip instead. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to play out Ironheart. Draws us a card. Get full like water. That's also really good. We're going to flip over. We'll have Ironheart take out the Shifting Apparition with exact damage so that it doesn't go into our deck. Let's take some damage. So we're going to have Petulant Pig. We stick our tongue out at the villain, which you can't see, but I'm totally doing that. And the villain attacks. So he's going to attack with 2. We're not going to defend. So he does 2. Down to 10. Puts a counter onto him. We draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's put out Flow Like Water. Let's see, do we choose Vivian? No. Let's see what we can do here. I think we want Captain America. So we're going to use one of our counters. And Vivian and Jump Flip to pay for Captain America. So after Captain America enters play, give someone a high 5. So that's myself. Place 1 Toon counter on Spider-Ham, and shuffle 1 Spider-Ham card back from our discard pile. So we're going to put Petulant Pig back in. Oops. That's sloppy. Oh, my goodness. What is up with my sloppy shuffling today? I'm out of practice. Actually, I haven't filmed anything for several weeks due to a bad cold. Okay. So, we have endurance and downtime. Think I want... Well, eventually, I do ultimately want both. So for now, I'm going to spend 1 on endurance, or hit points go back to go up to 13. We're going to hang on to downtime for another turn. We will thwart for 2, and then Captain America will attack for 2. So that was a pretty strong turn 1, I'd say. Okay. One, two, three, four. I don't think so. Nick Fury, Ham It Up, and Organic Webbing. Okay. So, threat goes on. He's going to attack. Not going to be playing any defenses here. I think we'll just take the hit. So it's a 2. Just a 2. So down to 11. Get a token. Not an illusion, so it doesn't go anywhere. Encounter card, exhaustion, surge. Oh, we have to exhaust ourselves. Yeah, surges. Fool's Paradise. Victory 1 when defeated. Add this card to the victory display. Each identity gains +2 hand size. That's something, but it's accelerating, it's a crisis, and it's giving us an extra encounter card every turn. That's pretty amazing. Can I get rid of it on this turn? Maybe? Let's see. Organic webbing. Oh, okay, I think I can definitely get rid of it. Okay. So we're going to spend our token to bring out Nick Fury. He's going to draw us 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 2 Petulant Pigs. That's insane. Yeah, I really can't turn that down. I mean, I'm going to take a fair amount of damage. I think I'm fine with that. Okay, so we're going to do 1 Petulant Pig. He's going to attack. I think we can sacrifice Ironheart in this case for this one. So, is that an illusion? Yes. So that's going to go face down. So it's 3, and Ironheart's gone. But we do draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we can do it again and just take the damage. I think we'll do that. So it's 2. Symbiote comes into play. Unfortunately, it has guard and patrol, so that's a problem. So we take 2 down to 9. We have another counter back. I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So one thing for sure we want to do is put out organic webbing. So we're going to do that. Whoops. There we go. We could get Spider-Man out. Okay, so first we're going to have Captain America take out the symbiote. Then one, two, yeah, okay, let's put out Spider-Man. We're going to give him the +2 thwart, so he's thwarting for 3. So we're going to thwart that. We're going to put out an energy barrier. Oh, totally forgot to advance this. So we're on turn just 2 right now. Well, lots happened pretty quick. Okay. Well, Nick Fury thwart for 2. And we will exhaust organic webbing, remove the tomb counter, just stand him back up again. He's a thwart of 3. Oh, actually, we could have done that in a different order and had Nick do some damage instead. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the thwart of 3 go off from him and then 2 damage to Mysterio. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh yeah, this is gone. What doesn't kill me? Starhawk, swinging web pig, energy barrier, and swinging web pig. It's going to be a pretty potent next turn, I think. Okay. So, threat's going to go on. Mysterio's going to attack. We'll have Nick Fury get in the way. Attack for 2. 3, 4, draw 3 cards, discard 3 random cards in your hand. And that's an illusion. Oh, yeah, this shouldn't have gone out here. This should have gone to the bottom of our deck. Along with this one now, because that's an illusion as well. We have to draw 3 cards, discard 3 random cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we lose Web Pig, What Doesn't Kill Me, and Electrostatic Armor. That's fine. And Nick is gone. So we still have Defiance, Jump Flip, Energy Barrier, or other swinging Web Pig, and Starhawk. Okay. Encounter card, Deja Vu. It's a peril. When revealed, choose to either take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme, shuffle Deja Vu into any player's deck. Alright, so we'll take the 1 damage. That gives us a counter. Oh, actually, it doesn't. We can use the reflection counter instead. So we're going to do that. Prevent that damage and do 1 damage to Mysterio. Let's get shuffled into our deck. We're going to have a lot of illusions show up all of a sudden. Okay. Back to us. Well, I think we're definitely going to swinging web kick here. Or swinging web pig, I should say. And not really hang on to anything else. Not really. So we need to recover some health. But confusing him is going to be good here. So, I'm going to swing web pig for 6. So he's down to 6. I forgot to up the turn counter. He's going to be confused. What else do we want to do here? Nothing. So we're going to flip down. We're going to recover. So we're going to go back up to 13. We get a counter. We're going to hang on to Starhawk. We'll have Cat and Meerkat thwart this for 2. And then Spider-Man can hit for 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starhawk, what doesn't kill me, cartoon physics, swinging web pig, defiance, and power protection. Okay. Some threat goes on, he's confused, so he doesn't do anything. Encounter card, deepest fears, peril. When revealed, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in your hand. If at least one identity-specific card was discarded this way, place 1 threat in the main scheme. If no identity-specific card was discarded this way, take 1 damage. Okay. So we have to discard 6 cards. And there's nothing we can do to avoid that from happening. Okay. So, identity-specific? Yes. Alright, so that's only 1. But we're still discarding 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Nasty. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So one thing for sure we're going to do is flip back over. We're going to play out Starhawk. And use Spider Ham, use the token. That was turn 4, I believe. Use the token. What doesn't kill me in Defiance to play out swinging. No, that's the wrong order. Let's rewind that a second. First, we're going to hit Mysterio for 2 and 2 again, so that'll flip him to stage 3. So now he's got 16 health. He actually went down. Quentin is kind of weak that way. Discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we use our counter to play out Swinging Web Pig. 10 for 6. So he's down to 10. And he's confused again. And then I think we're going to thwart. Oh, I should still have Defiance left. Yes, I should have had Defiance left in my hand by using that, not spending all of it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what doesn't kill me? I don't think so. Energy Barrier, Ham It Up, Defiance. Okay. So this is going to be quite the turn. Alright, he's going to attack. I think we're just going to take that damage. No, we're going to use Defiance. There's an interrupt, so he's doing 2. It's going to be when a boost card on an enemy attacking you would be turned face up, discard it instead. After you resolve it. So we're not resolving it. We're just discarding it. So it only does 2. We ignore the shifting apparition. We play a defense card. So he takes 1 from Flow Like Water and will prevent 1 using Energy Barrier. So he takes 2. It's down to 8. Okay. And now we have all of these to contend with, which is a lot. Okay. All right. First one, Deja Vu. Peril. Choose to either take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Shuffle this into our deck. I think we'll take the 1 damage and we'll reflect it with the Energy Barrier. So you'll take 1. And this shuffles into our deck. Okay. Next one. Evil Doppelganger. Gets the scheme and attack. The number of identity-specific cards in the engaged player's hand. Okay. Another Evil Doppelganger. Ugh. Okay. Nasty. And Induced Panic. You cannot resolve triggered abilities in your hero's printed text box. Okay. And lastly, Unstable Sentient. Surge, give the villain 1 face-down boost card. And it surges. Attach Mysterio. When you deal any amount of damage to Mysterio, discard the top 4 cards of your deck instead. Discard this card. Okay. So that's not great. I'm shocked that we survived any of that. But now he's got this armor, so that's a problem. Okay. Well, he's confused, but we have to deal with these doppelgangers. We can't, well, it doesn't kill me because we don't have the... I think we're going to be flipping down this turn. So we're going to have Starhawk thwart, and it'll come back to hand. Then we're going to... We don't need to heal. We definitely want that Masterful Mirage to go away. These don't have... guard. So we're going to ping off this. Discard cards 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're going to put out another energy barrier. No, we needed to flip down, discard a card, so we're going to do it with Ham It Up. So that Induced Panic is gone. Then we're going to put out Starhawk. And he's going to do 2 damage. Now, with any luck, we'll have something heavy hitting for the next turn. We do have an energy barrier to hang on to. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energy barrier, energy, power protection, strength, and Captain America. Okay, so on the next turn, if things work out, we can defeat Mysterio. So let's hope that's the case. It'll be tight, but we can do it. Okay. Threat goes on. He is confused. The doppelgangers are going to scheme. They have a plus to their scheme based on the number of identity-specific cards, of which there's only 1. So a grand total of 4 is going to go on. And our encounter card. Discard an upgraded support we control. That's fine. Because we don't need flow like water to be able to win on this turn. Okay. So it's now on to turn 6. I think we're just going to go right for defeating him because, yeah, otherwise there's not much we can do here. Okay, so we're going to flip over. We're going to play out Captain America. Give ourselves a high 5. Get a tune counter. Get a card from our discard pile back into our deck. It might as well be, oh, I don't know, ham it up. I mean, we don't really need anything else at this point. Yeah, okay. So Starhawk's gonna hit for 2. Captain Americat's gonna hit for 2. So Starhawk's just gone. First thing we're gonna do, however, is we're gonna do some thwarting just to improve our score a little. So it gets rid of 3 off of there. We're going to spend our counter that we got from Captain Americat to stand back up. And then we're going to do our last 1 point of damage to Mysterio. So down to 3, down to 1, down to nothing. Okay. So there we go. Took 6 turns. There's still a lot of health left out there because of the 2 evil doppelgangers, but what can we do? On the next couple of turns, it was going to be really bad for us, so we had to take advantage to try and win that. So my first game of the Solo League for round 5 is a win. So villain, and so the way basically you report this is there's 2. They want to know how much scheme there is, or threat there's left on the scheme, how much health there is, what stage the villain's on, whether you won or lost. So in total there's 10 hit points, only 2 threat. I'm on 13 health, which is more than my starting amount because of endurance, plus the 2 health that's on Captain America for a total of 15. And I finished it on turn 6. So this deck's pretty solid. It's amazing we were able to weather 6 encounter cards all turning up at the same time. Alright, so in this first game anyway, of the 3, I'm not going to record the other 2, but Spider-Ham handily defeats Mysterio and his really weird deck composition. Alright, so thanks for watching, and until next time, happy gaming.
Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.